With slick black furniture and built-in technology, everything in the house was so modern it bordered on sterile. Laid out in interconnecting cubes and rectangles, like a monochrome game of Tetris, the entire concrete building was built around an open-plan living space, with a floating staircase leading to 3 platforms that all looked down into its core. Jamie would be lying if he said he didn't miss the cabin by the lake. The new house felt too exposed. Only the bedrooms and Claude's office offered any privacy. As he reached the 2nd story, he took a turn, hoping to grab a drink from the kitchen without bumping into Phi, Julius, or either of the housekeepers. No such luck. Instead, a tiny figure hurtled into him and crashed to the floor. Ingrid looked as terrified as a kitten cornered by dogs. "I'm so sorry, my prince. Jamie, damn it!" She took a breath to calm herself. "Please forgive me." No matter how many times Jamie had insisted the rest of Leviathan not refer to him by his title, it seemed an impossible habit for them to break. "It's fine." "I could have hurt you." "No, I mean, it's fine that you called me that. Here." Jamie leaned down and pulled her up in one swift motion, ignoring the way she yelped in surprise. "Are you okay? That sounded like a pretty hard thud." When Ingrid finally looked up at him, he glimpsed the chestnut freckles that spattered across her nose. He was starting to become convinced she was avoiding him, which, considering their awful past, wouldn't surprise him. He'd have to fix that. "You're worried about me." The words came out in a hiss, as if she were mad at Jamie. "I'm the one who—" She cut herself off, her eyes drifting to Jamie's shoulder, where he had blocked the trajectory of her knife, the knife that had been meant for Lottie. "Just try to be more careful," Jamie said. "I know that you're surprisingly delicate." It was the wrong thing to say. All he'd done was remind her of the times they'd fought and how badly they'd hurt each other. He could see by the way her fingers twitched that she was remembering the damage he had done to the bones there, something he deeply regretted. Ingrid's face twisted. It seemed today was not for building bridges. Jamie made to walk round her, not wanting to upset her more. "Never mind." "Wait! I was coming to tell you that the master wants to see you. He's in his office." Jamie headed up to the top floor to find Claude's office. He'd learned that his father valued timeliness. The office was located at the back of the building, behind a large iron door. Jamie knocked twice and was immediately called in. As soon as he stepped inside, the wash of bright grey from the skylights that flooded the rest of the house blinked out, and Jamie was swept into a shadowy world of deep plum and spiced wine. A Persian rug led to a dark oak desk that was almost empty, save for a laptop and a tumbler of amber liquid. But directly above it, high on the wall, was something Jamie could never bring himself to look at. The sacralized head of a doe. Claude turned away from the window where he'd been gazing out at the spruce trees. "This is my father," Jamie reminded himself. "This is what I'm made of." "Ah, hello, my son." His voice was as smooth as the silk robes that he wore. "Thank you for coming." There was a wildness to Claude that Jamie recognised in himself, and, just like Jamie, he kept it under lock and key. The burning hunger for life broke free in other ways. Loose strands of hair, twitching lips, and the fire in their eyes, as all-consuming as an exploding star. But where Jamie's were gold, Claude's were green, with a spark that warned of a forest fire. "Good afternoon." Jamie stood rigid, not because his father scared him, but because he was curious. He saw himself as a hunter, watching the leader of his pack and learning every move he made. "I trust you're settling in well?" Jamie nodded. "The room is warm enough? The piano in tune?" Jamie nodded again. "And how about the view? It's not too depressing having a panorama of all that awful grey slush, is it?"